Hello, welcome to another episode of Riding in Cars with Books. I'm Jaclyn.
And I'm Phillip.
And today we're going to be talking about Robin and Batman by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. This is published by DC Comics?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Well, if you don't know who Robin and Batman are, let me tell you real quick. Dick Grayson, this cute kid right here, was the world's first sidekick, Robin. He's just starting out with Batman, and he's struggling to find his own path from personal tragedy to being a superhero. So, this is all about him growing up at the side of Batman after his parents died. Spoiler alert, his parents died. And that's why he is a ward of Batman. Did you know that already?
I did know that.
You know that? Okay. So, it's a 3-issue miniseries featuring the one and only Dick Grayson.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay. So, have you read any Jeff Lemire books before?
Are you asking me if I've read any?
Because Jeff Lemire
is
amazing. He's got a very interesting style. I would say his style is on the darker side.
Sure.
Not necessarily the art is dark and dreary like Gotham, but just like the stories are kind of
I wouldn't say dark as much as odd.
Oh, that's very true too.
I mean, it's like there's some Jeff Lemire writes some strange things, but
there's nothing strange about this book.
No, not at all. I'm just saying overall his writing, but he's a great writer.
And he didn't do the art in this, but
he wrote some of the best Moon Knight.
Oh, it's very true. But Dustin Nguyen's artwork and Jeff Lemire's artwork is very similar, so I thought that was an interesting thing because I felt like I was just reading a Jeff Lemire book. Completely. But Dustin Nguyen's art is great too, obviously. So, what did you think?
You tell me what you thought. You're the one that's been on the Nightwing kick.
Oh, I am on a Dick Grayson reading journey.
And that has nothing about this book, so keep going.
And this is like book 8, okay? So I picked this up because Dick Grayson is in it. And I really enjoyed it because you really get into the psyche of what Dick Grayson is going through. He's grieving his parents. He's trying to be his own person. He's following in Batman's footsteps, but he's not trying to be Batman.
Or is he? And here is that is
the internal struggle. Yeah. And
I think that's where the storytelling gets really good in this book. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
The internal struggle and the narration is actually Dick writing in a journal. So you get like his innermost thoughts that Batman was not supposed to read. Okay? You don't read someone's journal. But he did. And it's Batman. I won't say the GD word. That's another video.
That's a whole different video.
So, I really enjoyed this. The style, the storytelling, everything. I really, really, really like this. What about you?
Yeah, I think they do. I think Jeff writes a really good story of explaining where Dick goes in his career, right? Like Robin and then Nightwing and what the Teen Titans meant, right? So, and I think he does a really good job of really, it's condensing, right? It's like bringing for a new generation. It's 3 issues. It's condensing that inner struggle that he had for a long time about, do I want to be like Batman? But can I be my own self? But I think the one part of this book for me that kind of gets overlooked a lot is this book really shows the importance of Alfred.
Oh my God.
And what Alfred means to that entire family and what Richard meant to Alfred, right?
Master Richard.
And which I think plays well with like the Tom Taylor run of Nightwing and things like that with what Alfred did for him and stuff. And I think this miniseries really sums a lot of that up in a really quick fashion, right?
Oh, yeah, it's very quick. But Alfred, I've learned over my journey here that He's like one of my favorite characters because he's literally the glue that holds Batman together in more ways than one. Like he's fixing his suits, he's fixing him food, he's
You mean you've learned that Alfred is actually the main character in
yes, he's
Batman
not
all
a
along?
secondary character at all. Like I always assumed he was just in the background, and he's not. He's not at all. And he plays such a vital role in Dick's upbringing too, because Batman is not really there as a father. He's there. He's trying to be a role model, but he's kind of a dick.
It's Batman.
Exactly. So Alfred is like the positive influence in his life.
I mean, Batman has, like in this book here, right? Like Batman has things in his life, because this is still early on in Batman's career too. Let's not forget that he hasn't been Batman for 15 years. He's still only been Batman for a handful of years. And then this happens. And in his head, you know, his mentality is, well, I didn't have a childhood. And so why should
he?
So why should he? Or, you know, you just got to grow up faster because I did. And
yeah, he wants to mold Dick in his image, like exactly, because they had the same tragic beginnings of watching their parents die and being raised by Alfred, and it's literally like identical. And Dick is like, I don't need to live just like you did.
Right.
Like, I can have a girlfriend. I can be my own leader of the Teen Titans.
And also, to be fair, like if you've read enough good Batman over the years,
good
Batman's trying, right? Like
is
he is. like when he read the journal in this book, but that was from actually a place of love and understanding.
Yes.
It was not a place of, in his head. Once again, in his head, it wasn't invading someone's privacy. It was trying to understand this 12-year-old, this 13-year-old, and let him become what he wanted to become. Now, once again, was it handled well?
Eventually.
Well,
yes.
No, but once again, Batman is not this horrible human being that sometimes can be betrayed out in that sense. It's just when he lost his parents,
yeah,
you know, it changed him in a way that he chose to grow up and be 30 when he was 12, right?
Yeah.
And
he also had the means to do so because
correct,
he was wealthy.
Yes. But this Robin and Batman book by Jeff Lemire, and
it's wonderful.
And Nguyen is really a Robin book. Like it is.
Well, that's why it's Robin and
right,
Batman.
But I mean, it's really 100% Robin, and then like his journey through that. Like Jaclyn said, each issue begins with him writing in his journal.
Yeah.
And it sets the stage for that issue and where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And then basically at the end of each issue, we get him writing in his journal again to say where they're going.
Alfred, I believe, does read his journal too, and that was kind of interesting, like how Alfred just wanted to know what he was thinking too. I
don't think he read it in here.
I thought at the end he picked it up.
No, he gave him a new journal with a lock and everything.
So you didn't read it, you just picked it up.
Yeah. He didn't.
I don't remember. All of these books are starting to fade together, let's be honest.
Well, I think DC has done a good job over the years with stuff like this, and like letting Jeff Lemire handle the writing of, you know, let's be fair, a lot of people don't want to go back to the 40s and go, or, you know, and say, can I read the first appearance of Robin, right?
No, so this is a modern...
So this is kind of a modern retelling.
And we see his suit, too.
Right.
Alfred creating the suit. And it was interesting seeing him in Gotham Academy, and so far I haven't seen him in that school setting on my journey.
Right.
So, amongst his peers. And the villain was...
Killer Croc.
Yeah.
But it was handled well. Like if you want to see the early journey of Robin, we're talking early journey. This isn't.
Yeah.
You know, this is.
I really like this origin story
and him getting his costume.
Yeah. But
and why.
Yeah. Just the characterization of Robin and like all that he's going through. It really shows the darkness of it, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. His parents literally just died, and he doesn't know this dude that is his ward, and he's crime fighting all of a sudden. He's used to the circus life, so it's very different.
But if you want brooding classic Batman, you also get that in here.
Yeah.
Not non-trusting detective Batman. You basically like what he gives him for his birthday.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that Batman kind of just dropped him off when he went to go on a mission with the Titans, and so Dick is hanging out with all the other young heroes, and so that kind of creates that bonding experience. He sees other kids that are kind of like him.
But it was really a mission.
Yeah, it was.
Which is, once again, it's Batman being Batman.
It was like a test. It's always a test.
It's always a test, right?
But seeing Wonder Girl and Speedy and Wally and Aqualad.
And honestly, I know you've been reading a lot of the Teen Titans stuff too and asking questions. There's actually 2 pages in this book that if you ever wanted to know what the Titans were like, that explains the Titans to a T. It's 100%. Basically, Robin breaks down each character.
Yeah.
And because it's a mission, and everything's a mission, everything's a test, and it really explains to you how each one of those characters work. And I thought they did a good job in that.
Yeah,
too.
the team dynamics of them.
So Jeff Lemire basically summed up each Titan member in one single panel.
Yeah.
Which was really well done.
Obviously, I really, really like this because we could just talk on and on and on about it.
But we won't.
But if you're interested in Dick Grayson as Robin, like me, I would highly recommend this. It's a quick read, 3-issue miniseries. It came out recently, right?
If you ever want to read books about the second best Robin, this is it.
Yes. I know. We all agree. I like Nightwing, not Dick Grayson as Robin, okay?
Right.
Let's be fair.
That's a whole different conversation. Anyway.
But after my Dick Grayson reading journey is over, I'm going to go into my Tim Drake reading journey, and then we'll have this conversation again.
That's right.
Okay?
Yes, we will.
So, Robin and Batman by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Check it out because it's really good. Okay? Bye.
Bye.